Hey guys and gals, this is Radar Roy. And those of you that have been following me for any length of time are probably going to be surprised about this video. Because typically when you hear Radar Roy and Cobra radar detector, it's usually not a good thing. It's usually me knocking Cobra down for some particular reason, either false alerts or poor performance or poor quality detectors. And I decided this year to give Cobra a kind of different, new chance. And I'm really glad I did. Over the last few weeks, I've been testing various Cobra models. This week, I've been testing the GPS-equipped radar detector. And Cobra's really gone to the bat. I really seem to get the sense that the quality of the radar detectors have made significant improvements over the last couple of years. The detectors seem to be of much better quality in the area of sensitivity, performance, and also not getting bombarded by false alerts. So hats off. First off, I'd like to say that to Cobra because I've been noticing that. And overall, I really got a good feeling, for the radar detector. The performance, sensitivity was very good. It was on par with other radar detectors in the same class, in the same price category as a $250 radar detector. The performance, I wouldn't equate the performance as being exactly the same as the higher end Escorts or Beltronics by no means, but you're paying significantly more for that. The Cobra's performance was about 25% less than what I would see with a Cobra or an Escort 8500 or a Cobra 9500 or Beltronics RX 65 or GX 65. So the performance, overall performance, it's doesn't meet what I would call a high-end radar detector by no means, but for a mid-priced radar detector, it certainly meets those benchmarks. The filtering, was something I was very impressed with. Overall, I did get some false alerts, but not overwhelmed. I wasn't beaten up with them. You're going to get false alerts when your detector doesn't have the filtering capabilities that some of the higher-end detectors afford you. So yeah, I did get the X-band alerts. I could have turned that feature off, but I like keeping my detector on the highway when I'm doing these tests. But I wasn't getting beaten up, so very good job. I think over the last week, over the course of a week, perhaps I logged about 100 false alerts. So that's nothing that I would be concerned about significantly.
Photo enforcement area.
GPS database is probably something I'm most impressed with. They use their own proprietary database, the Acra database, and it is up to par, at least from what I've seen driving around the past week in the Phoenix area. It's up to par with with the Trinity database. The Trinity database is the database used by Beltronics, Escort, and Cheetah, and also a very, very good database, sort of the database I would consider the benchmark in the industry. So yeah, it's close. If it doesn't equal it, it's very close. Because every fixed photo enforcement camera I've come in close contact with the past week, it was been able to detect. Some of the things that really bothered me a little bit, the windshield mount. The Cobra unit's a little heavier. I should say this Cobra unit is a little bit heavier than your typical Cobra unit. And the detector had a tendency to come loose from the windshield. The windshield mounts, I found myself several times during the day having to take it off the windshield and reapply it. So that was kind of a nuisance. I'd like to see them do a little something different with the suction mounts. And I'm still not a fan of Cobra's advertising. They advertise this detector as being a 15-band radar detector. Hey guys, let's get real. There's only 3 radar bands used in the USA, 1 laser band. Cobra has a tendency in their advertising to split this stuff up, make 6, 7 laser bands by saying, hey, there's this laser gun, that laser band, and for the misinformed or uneducated consumer, that's often misleading. They do advertise this particular radar detector as being able to sniff out or alert to the spectra. Well, it doesn't alert to my spectra. I have a Spectre 3. We put it up against the Spectre. The Spectre did alert to this radar detector, so it did know it's out there, but in this particular case, Cobra makes no claim that it could beat the Spectre 2 or Spectre 3. It makes the claim it could beat the Spectre 1, but there's no more Spectre 1, so it really doesn't matter about the Spectre 1. But the detector never alerted to the Spectre, and I had the settings set as they recommend in their manual. So it didn't alert me, hey, there's a Spectre down the road. So, that's something they have in their advertising. I don't want to say they're purposely misleading you, but, that's something that I found in the case of my testing that this wasn't so. But overall, I really thumbs up to the Cobra. You're going to get what you pay for. That's true across the board in the radar detector industry. So you're going to get what you're going to pay for. You're going to get a detector that has the GPS capabilities. The radar detector in itself, I would rate as probably about a number 3, about average, 3 badges. Probably worth in the area of $200 to $225, but then you couple that with the GPS database, so that adds a little bit more value. And the GPS database, I give that thumbs up. If not 5 stars, very close. So all in all, I think it's a good buy. If you're looking for a middle-of-the-road radar detector that has the GPS capabilities. One thing you might notice about the Cobra, its GPS function is in a separate little USB device that's connected to that. And you might be wondering, well, why did they just build that into the radar detector? Escort holds the patent for an all-in-one GPS-equipped radar detector. Escort had sued Cobra for its RG7, so they had to take that certain little function and take that out of the radar detector and have an added option where you can plug it in. So that's how Cobra got around that. It looks a little funky having this thing sticking out your side of your radar detector, but that's why it's there. But guys and gals, take a look at it, consider it. If your budget's a little tight, you want to get a detector like this, certainly recommend it. If not, if you really want a good radar detector, save your money and look at the GX 65 or the Escort 9500iX. Hey guys and gals, drive safe. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, contact me here on my blog, radarroy.com, or come out and visit my buyer's guide of Radar Roy's Buyer's Guide. I have a lot of good information there. Also have, some discount cards and other discounts you can take advantage of. Thank you for watching, guys. You have a great day. This is Radar Roy. Bye-bye.